Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This video is going to be about lesson 20, changing variables with B. And I'm going to confess to you that changing the variables is very challenging. It's challenging for me. Excuse me. Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. It's challenging for me and it's challenging for you guys. So I'm just going to go through the first 5 lessons because that's what we did today in class. I'm going to start over. And so what we have here, we have a piece of code that's incomplete. So we have set gather to 2. So what we're going to do to complete this one, we are going to go to variables and we're going to pull out the gather variable, and we're going to put it in a few places here. Oops, I pulled out the wrong one. And we're just going to plug those in those blank spots and hope that it runs. Uh-oh. So we have to change that number to 3. And let's see what happens. Maybe not. Factor 2, collect row. Let's do this. Let's pull that out, and we're going to add a number from math, and we're going to select row 3 times. Okay, we got it this time. So we're going to continue. So what we did, I'm sorry, let me cover this again. So we put a number 3 in here, and we put gather for all of these repeats over here. Okay, so let's go on to number 2. All right. So this one, where it says edit your solution in one place. I'm gonna start over. Hopefully it doesn't make me do this. It says edit your solution in one place so that the bee can collect all the honey and nectar. And if I recall, the last puzzle, they all had 2s. So all we're gonna do is change that to 3, and then we're gonna write. Okay, so that was one of the best examples of how a variable can make something so easier, much easier than having to rebuild and go through and change all these to 3. All right, let's go to number 3. Okay, I'm going to start over, and I hope it doesn't make me completely start over because then I'll be rewriting it. Okay, so if you look at this puzzle, it starts with 3, goes to 2, and then to 1. So we are going to use a different variable. We're going to pull out the set variable 2, and we're going to go to math, and we're going to pull out one of these equation blocks. We are going to pull out a gather, take this 1 out of the first half of this block, and then we're going to change that addition sign to a subtraction sign, and then hit run. So what this variable is doing, it's actually doing some math in there for us, so we don't have to keep on going through and changing the correct row. Okay, let's go on to number 4. This is the exact same puzzle, but instead of a subtracting one, we're going to change it to an addition sign. So we're going to change that subtraction to an addition. We just drop that arrow down, and it should work. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, this one we actually had to build our own function. So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to put a repeat block in. So let's go to loops, repeat, and there's 3 sides, so let's just change it to 3. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to actually make our own function. So we're going to go to functions. I need to start over on this. So let's start over. See, because we have a blank screen. We're going to go to functions. We're going to pull this out, do something, and we're going to change the name to collect row. And I spelled it wrong. I'm going to make it right. So we are going to put repeat blocks in there. Let me see. I think it's going to be 4. I reserved. I will hold that back for a second. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go to variables, and we are going to pull. We're going to set gather. We're going to rename that to gather, and we are going to set it to 1. I'm going to go to math. Set gather to 1. Okay, so let's collect our row. So we are going to go to variables and pull out gather. We're going to put it inside of that. Take away that 1. We're going to do that 4 times. And I left the I in there, so it says I gather. No matter, we know what it is. And we know what it is supposed to do. So we're going to move forward in the first one. The second one, we are going to get nectar. We're going to move forward. We are going to make honey. Okay, let me throw all this stuff away. Okay, so I'm just gonna check it out and make sure it's gonna work first. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a function out. Okay. So now we're going to turn right underneath. We're going to put that underneath there. And let's see if that works. Okay. I got this. So we're going to put another loop up here. Collect row. Change that number to 3. I think I know. So we are going to put a variable in there. Set gather to, and we're going to go to math. We are going to put that in there. Take that 1. Insert a I gather. And let's see if that works. So if you look at this puzzle, it's 1, so we're going to do it once, and then we're going to repeat it, but we're adding 1, so we're going to move forward 2 times on these 2 and pick up those 2 nectar and make the honey, and then we're going 3. That makes sense. And that is all I have for you today. See you next time. Bye.